Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. This is David Steele. This is my Volvo VNL300, and that is 60,000 pounds spread across triple trailers. We're going to be testing a new engine with a stock transmission. Today we're testing the Volvo D12. Okay, finally got that triple connected. I really struggle with advanced coupling on these trailers, on these trucks, and I get used to one particular model and I chop it up and change it for something else, and it's right back to square one. So, thank you, Helga. Today we are testing a mod, a Volvo D12. It's going to get annoying listening to her, and this is a custom engine that I'm piecing together. So it's a D12. That means it is a 12-litre class engine. It's actually 12.1 litre, and this engine was phased out in the early to mid 2000s. Now it's known as the Volvo VE D12, and I've got four engines here four engines I'm working on for the Steele Productions engine pack. And they range from 365 to 465 horsepower, 1350 foot-pounds of torque to 1650. They have a very Volvo-ish torque curve, so there's a lot slow down. They will rev to 1900 RPM. That's what the governor's set to in each case. I think it's each case. There might be some movement there. I'm fairly early on in the process here, but they're good enough to at least experiment with, and that's why we're here today.
demnächst rechts abbiegen.
Let me talk a little bit about this engine then. So the Volvo VE12, it was introduced in the late 1990s. Had about 15 years of service, various trucks and I think school buses. And it was available up to 465 horsepower, 1654 pounds of torque. That's the engine that we're using today. And its predecessor was the mechanically injected Volvo, I think it was a TD121, I think that's what it's called. So this is a much more modern engine. It's a lot more contemporary. And yes, it has been replaced with the D11, D13 and D16. But the torque curve, the output numbers, are still fairly contemporary. As far as I can tell, it was only made available for Volvo trucks. Now, I may make this engine available for other marques, perhaps Mack, perhaps just the Volvos, I'm not sure. It seems a shame to waste what is a nice effective torque curve. Peak torque is available, depending on the variant, at 1100 RPM. And yes, the governor is 1900 revs, but that's still pretty respectable. In terms of efficiency, I haven't done anything special to these engines. I haven't polished them for efficiency, but they perform as well as you would hope a 12-litre engine to do. So a little bit better than the 15-litre versions. Well, and I'm almost here. I am not going to take any of the difficult parking. This is a triple. It's £60,000. The total gross vehicle weight is what, £107,000, give or take. I'm most curious to see how well we've done mileage-wise on this. I mean, I'd like to hit 6 to the gallon. I don't think I will. And generally, just to enjoy the time with the Volvo. I haven't driven this truck particularly much, at least on the channel. I did enjoy it an awful lot. Then the Mack Anthem got released, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the easy one. Okay, there we go. So, 310 miles. 7 hours it took me to drive it. That's reasonable. And I burned 62 gallons. So that is pretty much bang on 5 to the gallon. So, not the best, but not the worst. And it didn't feel particularly disadvantaged in terms of power either. Well, hope that you've enjoyed this. If you have, you know what to do. If you haven't, you also know what to do. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.